What makes a person of interest? Coach Micheal Burt cuts to the chase, interviewing some of the biggest names in the world. How do they think? What makes them tick? What are their thought processes? And how they became a person of interest.
All right, we're live there, and we're live here. I'm going to hit recording, and we're going to get this puppy started. We have 269 people registered for today's webinar. We've got 100 people who can jump on the Zoom, so we're going live over on our Facebook as well, so people can participate in this. I'm Coach Micheal Burt. I have a couple core beliefs. Guys, I believe everybody needs a good coach in their life. I believe a good coach can change your entire life. I believe a good coach speeds up and accelerates the process in your life. And one of the biggest things I believe in becoming a person of interest. And this is from a book I wrote several years ago called Person of Interest. It's actually about 8 or 9 years ago. And what I didn't know when I wrote that book is how popular that book would become. And I'm going to give you the genesis of the story. I know that many of you who are watching this webinar, either on my Facebook or on Zoom, I know that many of you have purchased the book, and we had so many orders. We had over 500 orders that came in on Saturday for this book, and I think we had X number of hundreds of copies. So now the publisher is shipping us more copies so we can send those out to you. So in the meantime, if you purchase the book, we're going to send you some audio. We're going to send you the ebook. That way you can get started while the physical copy of the book comes in. Now, today, the purpose of today's webinar is to break down this concept of becoming a person of interest in the world. And when you become a person of interest, when you become this person of interest, what's going to happen is your life is going to take off. That's the best way I know how to say it. You are going to have opportunity flowing in from all direction. There's going to be so much incredible opportunity that's going to be coming into your life. You may not even be able to handle all that opportunity, because the key word here is we want to become so attractive to the market that people from all over the world want to be part of what we're doing. People all over the world want to join us. People all over the world want to say, what are we doing? People all over the world want to become part of our team. And it doesn't all come in direct. It could be indirect. It could be partnership. It could be this. But my guess is you're here today to watch this webinar because you want to attract large numbers of people to you versus chasing it, right? Chasing anything, okay? And I'll tell a story from when I first started my business. I felt like I was chasing leads and chasing people and trying to convince them that they needed a coach. And man, it was really, really, really a tough time. My guess is you're here today because you want to attract large amounts of business to you versus chasing. My guess is you're here today because have you ever said to yourself, you want to be a known person in the world? You want to be a known quantity in the world. You want to become famous. The word famous means known, renowned, celebrated, right? You go where you feel celebrated, not where you feel tolerated. And my third thing is you want to become a person of interest in the world because you realize that people of interest in the world move the world forward. When I think about the reason you want to become a person of interest, it's not for the money. It's not necessarily for the fame. I always love the quote that T.D. Jakes said. T.D. Jakes said, I didn't set out to be famous. I set out to be effective. And the more effective I became, the more famous I became. Famous means known. It means renowned. It means celebrated. And I have a saying I use a lot. I always want to go where I feel celebrated, not where I feel tolerated. Okay? I want to go back 10 years ago because today I'm going to give you the secrets of becoming a person of interest. And part of being a person of interest is creating a platform in the world where you have done something that nobody else has done. You have created something that other people have not created. You have done something remarkable in the world. Like when you think about people of interest, many times you think they've done something, they've created something, they've done something that you go, man, that's cool. That's remarkable. It's something that other people remark about. People don't talk about living a common life. People don't talk about living an ordinary life. People don't talk about, right? I think when I was a basketball coach, nobody talked about when I just had 20 wins. They talked about when I won a championship. They talked about when we became a national championship team. They talked about the remarkable things we did. So my first step into becoming known and renowned and somewhat famous was building a championship basketball program, because I built it in a place that nobody else had ever done that before, right? So I said, man, I'm going to take this place, and this is really cool. This is really cool if you're out there watching this today. I'm going to take something from something, it's not nothing, and I'm going to turn it into something magical. Walt Disney, when he walked in, my buddy Tim Story tells the story. Disney walked in and looked at it and said, I want it to be different. I want it to be better. And dadgummit, I want it to be magical. I want it to be different. I want it to be better. And I want it to be magical. When I first started coaching at a little place called Riverdale High School, which was the second largest high school in Tennessee, I said I want it to be different. I want it to be better. And I want it to be magical, right? That's what I want to do. Now, I didn't know how long it would take me. Studies show 10,000 hours of practice, 10 years of work in a concentrated area with correction and feedback. Everybody hear that? You don't become a person of interest until you've gone long cycles, what I call long obedience in the same direction. You are moving in some direction, and then you wake up 10 years down the road, it's like, boom, we did it. What did we do? Well, we spent 10 years building something that was different, something that was better, something that's magical. Then we become people of interest. It's like, oh, man, look at what that dude did. He did something remarkable. He did something nobody else has done. He created something. So I want you to think the really first step of becoming a person of interest is making a simple decision. I want to be known in the world. I don't want to live a common life. I don't want to live an ordinary life. I want to live an extraordinary life. And to live extraordinary life, I got to do extra things. To get something, I got to give something. To get something, I got to sacrifice something. So then it's a simple decision. I want to be known for something. So if I ask you today, let's fast forward to the end of your life. And there's 4 people that get up and talk about your life. A friend, a coworker, a family member, a community leader, and they get up and give the eulogy. And I know it's sad to say, but I've been asked to give the eulogy at some funerals, and nobody knew what to say. They're like, we want you to come in and give the eulogy at the funeral. And I'm sitting there thinking, what am I going to say about this person? They didn't do anything extraordinary. They didn't do anything unique. They didn't create anything. They got a very small group of people they've helped in the world. Like, what am I going to say? They were a good person? They were a good person. You want a person to get up there and say, let me tell you something about this person. They created this. They started this. They had a legacy here. They become known for this. They were in the business of creating something always. They were constantly inspiring. That word means to breathe life into other people. They were bringing new things to the equation every day. They never stopped. They were pursuing their potential. That was a person of interest. You know, I was on a flight not long ago, and I was riding back, and a person, when I got on the flight, I said, man, that dude right there owns millions of dollars of real estate. That dude made a name for himself. That dude right there took risk. That dude went into other cities. That dude, everybody knows that dude, because he's a what? Person of interest. People of interest move the world forward. So I would like to ask you, if you're watching this via the Zoom or on my Facebook Live, thank you for showing up, number one. Stay all the way through the end because it gets really good. I would like to ask you, what do you want to become known for? If I said to you today, you came to me and said, I want to be a person of interest, because all the top people I coach all go down the path of becoming people of interest, because they know they want to become so attractive to the market, they want people joining their team. So the first thing I say is, what do you want to be known for? I want to be known as the #1 activator of Pray Drive in the world. So if you go to my website, it says leading authority on activating the drive in you and your team. That's why I'm writing the book, Flip the Switch. That's why I do what I do every day, because I want to be known in the world as when it comes to activating the drive, that little dude right there is the number one guy in the world. Now, who doesn't want their prey drive activated? Preydrive. Who doesn't want their team's prey drive to be activated? Who doesn't want to reactivate that prey drive? So I want to know from you, what do you want to become known for? Right? Thank you, Jenica. What do you want to be known for? See, to me, it's boom. Like when I first started coaching, I want to be known for this. This is the top up and coming young coach in the world. This is right. And in my house, in my old house, I had one of those whiteboards. And in the whiteboard, I would write up there one day when I was 30 years old. I had just retired from athletic coaching. And I wrote up there, I said, I want to become the next Covey. Covey was a deep mentor. Dr. Stephen Covey influenced me the most from 18 to 25. And when I was writing my goals down one day, I said, man, I just got one goal. One goal. Become the next Covey. That was my goal, right? This was 10 years ago. I love that dream activator. 10 years ago, I wrote down, I want to become the next Covey. Now, 10 years later, so I put it in subconscious mind. I wrote it down, which is why you need to write your goals down every single day. Right, guys? You write them down every single day. You're imprinting in the subconscious mind. And I said, I want to become the next Covey. Fast forward 10 years, maybe 12 years later, I'm on a private jet with Tim Story. We're going down to Vero Beach. We're flying down there to do a retreat. And within a few hours of us getting to know each other, he looks at me and he says, you are the modern day Covey. You have the breadth and depth of Covey, but you have this intensity and energy about you. You are the modern day Covey. Now, here's what's interesting, Blake Lever. I never told Tim Story that was my goal. I never really told anybody that was my dream, to become the modern day Covey, because Covey influenced so many people in the world. So first step of becoming a POI, person of interest, is boom, I want to be known for something. I want to be known for changing something, creating something, starting something, ending something. I want to be known in the world, okay? Now, some people believe that our desire to be known in the world is, or any desire we have is a desire to heal a wound from the past. Okay, and that's a Freudian thought. Some psychologists agree with that, some don't. It doesn't matter to me why you want to be known in the world. I just think you should want to be known for the number of people you can help. Okay, so step one of becoming a person of interest, or secret number one, is you got to make a decision what you want to be known for. You don't want to be known as common, average, ordinary, complaining, whining, had a lot of potential, okay? Right? Like I joke and tell people, like if you tell your kids they got potential at 14, that's cute. Telling somebody at 42 ain't that cute, right? 42 is like, when somebody says you got potential, it's like, it's time for you to go, man. I couldn't sleep the other night, and I couldn't figure out why, and all these thoughts were racing through my mind. I'm 44 years old. Okay, maybe, just maybe, I got 30 or 40 more good years left on planet Earth, right? I got things to do. I got to get going. I got to get moving. I got to start doing bigger things. I'm still playing small in comparison to my potential, right? I got to become known in the world. Now, why do we want to be known and be this person of interest? I'm going to tell you something that I wish someone would have set me down and told me when I first started coaching. This is kind of my second secret, is it doesn't matter how good your product or service is. It doesn't matter how good the product or service is if you don't know how to market the product or service. Okay? And this was hard for me to learn. I thought I would go out into the world, I'd be a great coach, I'd help people, they would tell other people, we would grow the business. And it did happen that way. But what if I told you the best products don't always win? What if I told you the best marketed products win? So the game today that we have to play is a game of trying to get attention for our product or service. We have to distribute our product and service to the marketplace at a very high level. So I want you to think, if you say, well, you know what, I'm just going to keep it a secret and I'm going to kind of keep it in here. You can't sell a secret, folks. You can't share a secret unless you're sharing it to the National Enquirer, okay? You can't share. You got something valuable, but it's like it's hidden back here. Hidden means not in plain sight. It's obscure. If it's that good, why would you not want to tell other people about it? See, people of interest have a very strong belief system. You may not agree with that belief system, but they have a very strong belief system. And here's what it looks like. There's a framework they use. We call this the explanation of service. And the person that created this, Tom Love, became known in his industry. He read the book Person of Interest. He said, I got to quit selling insurance and I got to get into the business of sharing my beliefs. So people of interest share their beliefs. Okay, here's the framework I want you to use. And this is my second secret in becoming a person of interest. Okay, the secret is people of interest have very strong beliefs. Okay, Jason Connor, if you don't have a message that repels some people, you won't have a message that attracts the right people. Okay, so people of interest have strong beliefs. They distribute those beliefs to the market with a very high frequency because it doesn't matter how good the product or service is if nobody knows about it. So we got to go up on the mountaintops, right? We got to get a platform and we got to share our beliefs. So here's how I share my beliefs. First, I always lead with what I believe, never what I do. I started this webinar out today. What did I say? I'm Coach Micheal Burt. I believe everybody needs a good coach in life. I believe a good coach can change your life. I believe those that have a coach, right, earn 3 and 4 times the amount of money than those that don't. I believe a good coach speeds up the process and cycle. I believe in becoming a person of interest, right, so we can help more people in the world. I believe that chasing anything is for the birds, that we want to attract large amounts of opportunity to us. Everybody see these beliefs? Because I'm very clear in my beliefs, what I do is I go out to the marketplace and I share those beliefs with the market with a high frequency. Some of you have beliefs, but you don't share them with the marketplace at a high frequency. So you're the best kept secret in the world. It's like you're really good, nobody knows it. Or a few people know it. Now, many years ago, I was at a conference in Mexico. And I was at this conference in Mexico, and I was talking about coming back to Nashville, Tennessee, outside Nashville where I live. And I was talking about dominating Nashville. I'm going to go back to Nashville, and I'm going to be the best coach in Nashville, and I'm going to dominate my market. And this big-time person that was doing millions of more dollars than me heard me say that. And he looked at me and he said, look, I need you to quit talking like this. And I'm like, what do you mean, man? I'm going to go back. I'm going to dominate Nashville. I'm going to dominate my area. And he said, no. He said, your area, man, this is going to be good for some of you because you need to hear this, is not Nashville. Your area is planet Earth. You can help anybody on planet Earth. And when you talk about helping people, I want you to start talking about planet Earth. Okay? Now, I went back and I had a picture made of he and I had a globe in the background that had planet Earth on it because that lesson was a huge lesson for me. What he was saying is in today's world, with technology, we can be touching people all over the planet. You need to think bigger. People of interest don't think small. They think big. They think global. So I came back as a result of that conversation. Now, how many of you have ever had somebody say something to you that you didn't like at the moment? Like some of your toughest conversations produce some of your greatest moments, right? I want you to think about that, right? Some of your toughest, like I didn't like how he said that to me. I'm like, oh, easy, man, easy here. But it was one of the best things anybody can say to me. Now, let me tell you what I did as a result of that. I came back and I said, we're now marketing to everybody on the planet. We're going to have customers and clients in London, Scotland, other countries, all over the world. We're going to put everything online. This is 4 or 5 years ago. We're going to live stream everything online so people can absorb it anywhere in the world, right? Like we're going to go back and we're going to service planet Earth. That helped because people of interest understand this. You can't be a secret agent. You can't have something really good. I need to share my beliefs with the world. And I need to share them with such a frequency and such an intensity and such a power and such a conviction that boom, 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 people are standing going, I like that dude. I want to be associated with that dude. I want to take action with that dude. I want to be on that dude's team. That dude is going places. That's what people of interest need to understand. So for some of you, you're out there, you're playing small, and you're not thinking like this. So here's the framework I use. First, tell me what you believe. Don't tell me what you do. Like here's something I believe for all the health coaches that are on here. I believe in going pro. I believe at some point in life we leave our amateur desires behind and we make a decision to go pro. And that includes going pro in our body, in our mind, in our heart, and in our spirit. And I can tell you the exact moment I went pro. I was in Riviera Maya, Mexico. I was a keynote speaker. They asked me to come, after I spoke, to come out by the pool, and I didn't feel good about my body. And I went right inside and I picked up the phone and I called Doug Wood and I said, I'm ready to go pro, man, in my body. I'm ready to lose weight. I'm ready to get in great shape. And since I made that simple decision, what's the word decide means? To kill off. I made a simple decision to kill off the old me and become the new me. Everybody see that? So I believe in going pro. When I'm sharing my health journey, when I'm talking about Monster Health, when I'm sharing my Optavia story, when I'm telling people, look, I'm like, look, man, I made a decision, a simple decision to go pro. A decision is not a decision unless it's backed up by commitment and resources. If you're not willing to spend any money on a decision, it's not really a decision. If you're not willing to commit to something by resources and creativity, then you're not committed to the decision. So when I'm sharing my story, I am sitting there saying, boom, guys, let me tell you what I believe. Step one. Number two, let me share why I believe what I believe. Okay? And what I do is I come back as a person of interest and I say, man, I got real clear beliefs. Let me tell you what I believe, and let me tell you why I believe it. Now, why would a person of interest do this? What we're trying to do is weed out. We're trying to weed out people who don't believe the same things we do. Okay? Now, this is an interesting concept, but I'm only looking for people that are looking for me. Did everybody hear what I just said? I'm not chasing. I'm not trying to manipulate. I'm not trying to convince you. I'm not trying to beg you to get on board. I'm going to share my beliefs with you, and I'm going to look you right in the eye and say, do you believe this too? Do you believe in going pro? And if you do, step over here. And if you don't, step over there. I'm not going to try to sell you anything. I'm going to share my heart and my beliefs, and if you want to come on board with me and go pro with me, then we're going to go. And if you don't, it's okay. Doesn't make me right and you wrong. See, look how strong I am in my conviction. And I'm sharing it. Where am I sharing it? Videos, Instagram, YouTube, anywhere, right? I'm flying to Miami in just a few minutes to go to Miami to share it. Then I'm going to Jupiter, Florida. Then I'm going to Vero Beach. And I'm sharing my conviction. Okay? So first step, tell me what you believe. Second step, tell me why you believe it. Okay, give me a reason. Like, why do you believe what you believe? Why do you believe a good coach can change your life? Because when I was 6 years old, a woman named Mickey Vincent changed my life. When I was 15, my high school coach called me professor. Said, one of these days, son, you're going to be a great coach. When I was 18, I studied under Covey. Changed my whole life. When I was 25 years old, I borrowed $2,500 from my mother to go to a workshop on the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Changed my life forever, folks. That's why I believe what I believe. Now, do you believe that with a good coach you can play at a higher level? Do you believe that? And if you do, step over here. Okay, now, third thing, tell me what you do. People of interest are clear in what they do. Boom, this is what I do. I help people go pro. I help people do this. I help people get a 43% increase in their business. I help people with a structure to grow their business. I help people get on a path to health and wellness. I help people, right, do these things. Like, be very clear, because sometimes I'm talking to a person. I can't tell you how many times this happens, guys. And I'm like, I don't understand what you do. And I don't understand how it solves a problem for me. People of interest are clear. This is what I believe. This is why I believe it. This is what I do. Okay? This is what we do. This is how we help people. Sometimes it's like, man, I don't understand. If I don't understand and it's complicated, then I'm probably not going to participate in it, because it's not clear to me how you can help me. Money changes hands when problems are solved. The bigger the problem, the more money people pay to solve that problem. People of interest are clear. This is what I do. This is what I don't do. This is what I do. This is what I don't do. This is what I do. This is what I don't do. This is me in my sweet spot doing what I do best. And when I do it at this level, boom, you're going to know it. Why do we watch entertainers? Why do we watch artists? Why do we pay big money to watch athletes perform? We're paying to watch them work. You do realize that, right? Like, they're working. We're paying money to watch them work. How good would you have to be for somebody to pay to watch you work? To say, if I could just shadow you for a day, if I could just watch how you make phone calls, if I could just, right? You're such a person of interest. I want to know more. I'm attracted to what you're doing. So first tell me what you do. Tell me why you do it. Okay? So first tell me what you believe. Tell me why you believe it. Tell me what you do, Becky Moore. Okay? Now, this is important. Tell me how you do it different than other people. Tell me how you do it different than other people that are out there. See, people of interest, look, man, I want to be known for something. This is what I want to be known for. This is why I believe what I do. Because of my beliefs, these are the actions I take. This is what makes this different than every other thing that's out there in the world. Okay? Now, when I'm talking about nutrition, going pro in my health, I've tried every kind of diet, every kind of plan you can think of. It was all too complicated. I didn't like counting macros and calories and this and this. And I personally needed something because I move and go so quick around the world. I needed something I could grab, put in a bag, eat every 2.5 hours, eat a lean and green, lose the weight. That's what I personally needed, okay? For me, this is why the Optavia plan worked for me. This is why I lost 30 pounds. And then I'm telling my buddies, because like gravitate toward like, association breeds assimilation. I'm telling them, look, you're on the go like me. Guarantee you, you need what I need, which is quick and easy. Put it in a bag. Here's my little bag I carry my fuelings around in. I reach in and grab that, boom, eat it every 2.5 hours. Speed up your metabolism. Then I got community. Then I got a coach. Then I got accountability. I got all the structures you need to be successful. Right here. It's one thing. And I know it works because it worked for me. Right? Let me tell you how it's different. Because they're going to say, well, how is this different than this? How is it different than this? How is it different than this? So I always say, it's easy. Sent to your doorstep. You're going to save money. Boom. Put it in a bag. Follow me. And we're going to the next level. That's how it's different. Okay? So when you're thinking about explaining things, slow down. Sometimes you got to slow down to speed up. Explain it in such a way that they go, oh, I see. I've tried this before. Keep it simple. Boom. Oh, okay. I see how you do it. Every 2.5 hours. Boom. Reach in the bag. Eat the food. One lean and green. Get your protein. Boom. Here, come see me in a couple months. You're down 30 pounds. You're feeling like $1 million. Right? This is how we do it different. Now, at the very end, this is something all people of interest do. Now, why do I know this? Is because there's been studies that have been done on what separates big-time leaders. Social scientists went in and they studied 6,000 leaders and they asked what makes these leaders different than everybody else. Guess what they found out, guys? They found out that what makes the greatest leaders great is their ability to have critical conversations with other people. They even wrote a book about it called Critical Conversations and Crucial Confrontations. A critical conversation is when you have a direct conversation with another person and you say to them, Melanie, I can't help you until you commit. But once you commit, I'm not going to let you fail. Critical conversation, Kevin Jones, is where you say to a person, it seems like this is exactly what you're looking for. Am I right about that? What would stop you from taking action right now? Now, here's what happens, because this happened to me yesterday, is that you get to that point and it's like, well, I don't want to seem too pushy and I don't want to ask. I'm kind of tired and man, I got to go through the whole thing, and it's a mistake, man. You have to train your brain that when there is that moment of truth and you have an interested person, you have got to know, I've had a big revelation. I have a lot of conviction. I'm going to ask, what would stop you from doing this right now? Okay? Is there anything that would prohibit you from taking action? It seems like you want to do this. What would keep you from moving forward? Would you like to get enrolled right now? Would you like to get started? Because here's the deal. Here's what I say. I can't help you lose the 30 pounds until I get you started. I can't help you get on the path to health and wellness until I get you started. I can't help you change your life until you commit to the coaching program. I can't help you until you commit. The word close is not a dirty word. Too many people look at closing another person. I looked up the definition. Guess what the definition said? To bring something to an end. That's what the word close means. To bring something to an end, right? To bring two things together. This is the definition of closing. So a person of interest has such a confidence about them. They say, I can't help you till you commit, but once you commit, I'm not going to let you fail, man. I can't help you like I've helped all these other people until you get started. Would you like to get started right now? I believe there's a power in taking action. Notice how I'm referring back to my belief statements. I believe there's a power in taking action. I believe what we need is accountability and structure. Right? Now, if you're a person of interest, you fully realize one thing. People are scared to death to make a simple decision. Even if it's in the best interest of their life. Can I get an amen on that one? Like, you can look at people and go, look, I know it can help you, man. I know this is exactly what you need. I've seen this help 1,000 people. I know this is what you need, right? So what are they afraid of? Okay? The word decide means to kill off. You see, one of the things that I think helps me in my person of interest score is I have no problem saying to another person, Patrick, I can't help you, man, until you commit. Right? I know you're scared. I know you've never done anything like this before, but you're not committing to me. You're committing to you. My job as your coach is to help you reach your goals. Okay? They're not my goals. They're your goals, Melanie. They're not my goals. I'm here. I'm an expert at helping you reach your goals. Now you tell me what your goals are, and I can help you reach them. But I can't help you, right? I can't help you until we bring these two things together, which is your desire and my experiences. See that? It's not a bad word. I can't help you. Like, I was on the phone last night with a person from Optavia who wanted to get in my coaching programs, and she wants to do it, but she's never invested in herself like this. And so here's what I said. I understand. I know this scares you. Okay? It scared me too. It scared me too when I first started investing in myself. Matter of fact, I borrowed money from my own mother at 25 years old to go to something. Because here's a belief I have. Sometimes you got to live out of your sacrifice versus live in your surplus. Did everybody hear that? Sometimes you got to live out of your sacrifice. You got to give something up to eventually live out of your surplus. Too many people say, well, I don't have the money. Okay? You want something bad enough, you find the money. Okay? So Rob Smith said my closing feel awkward at the time. I get it, man. It is an awkward moment. But it is a moment of truth, right, Dan Valentine? It's a moment of, man, I know I can help you. People of interest have a certainty. I know I can help you, but I can't help you until I help you make a decision. And that word decision means to kill off. So you need to be using this. I'm helping you kill something off here. What are you killing off? Fear, insecurity, doubt, the old you. I'm going to help you bring a new you to the equation. And listen, don't blame me when you double your income, when you get healthy. Don't blame me when your life is clicking on every cylinder. Don't blame me when you come back at some point in the future and say, man, it's hard to describe how I look and feel today versus how I looked and feel in November. I look at the old Coach Burt, the one that was on stage in front of thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And I told my wife the other day, man, I can't believe you let me look like that. In comparison to what I look today and how I feel today and how confident I am today, it's exponentially greater than how I looked then and how I felt then. Because it's like you can fool a lot of people, folks, but you can't fool yourself, man. At the end of the day, you can fool a lot of people, but you can't fool yourself. The little voice inside you saying, you could be better. You could do more. You could be a person of interest. Okay? So my second secret of being a person of interest is having strong beliefs and sharing those beliefs with other people. Okay? Now, I've got time for one more secret. And thank you for sticking on here. It looks like we got about 200 people that are on the webinar right now. And between my Facebook Live and here, and I typically share 3 secrets on here. So first secret of being a person of interest, I got to decide what I want to be known for. I'm going to be famous for something, which means known, renowned, celebrated. I'm going to go where I feel celebrated, not where I feel tolerated. Okay? Second secret of being a person of interest is I'm going to be very clear in my beliefs. And I'm going to share my beliefs with no hesitation. Now, we talk about this a lot in our coaching program, Monster Producer, which is removing considerations. And a consideration is an internal thought that prohibits an external action. So my thought is, if I say something, people will think I'm being pushy. If I follow up, they will think I am being too aggressive. If I push too hard, I'll seem like a pushy salesperson. So I have all these internal thoughts that are called considerations. Now, one of the first things I try to remove in people I coach are these hesitations. And this is the part that we were talking about a minute ago, is it seems a little awkward. Well, when I remove these considerations, because many times people don't feel that way, they're not embarrassed. You're not making yourself embarrassing. I want to replace the word pushy or aggressive with convicted. Okay? Convicted. I'm not pushy. I'm convicted. I do believe I can't help you until you commit to something. That's what I believe. I can't help you until you decide. Now, I'm trying to help you decide, and the way I'm going to help you decide is I'm going to bring this information back to you again and again, and I'm going to spend time with you, and I'm going to give you information, and I'm going to show you how this solves your problem, and I'm going to help you go pro. And I believe if you'll just get around me and in this sphere of energy, that your life will go to a higher frequency. That's what I believe. Why do I believe that? Because we've helped thousands and thousands of people do it. That's why we believe it. And I can't help you till we bring these two things together. So secret number 2 is I got strong beliefs, and I'm going to share those beliefs. Okay? Now, secret number 3. This is one I'm working with my wife on, because my wife is running the health division of our company called Monster Health. Monster Health is partnership with Optavia as a nutrition plan. We also own a stake in a gym here, less than 100 yards from where I'm at, and that gym had the highest number of members since it's been open in our first month or 2 together. We expect big things out of that because we believe what? In feeding the body, the mind, the heart, and the spirit, folks. We believe in the whole person, coaching the whole person. Third secret of being a person of interest is understanding that perception is reality, and you can build that perception, okay? Now, part of person of interest is the optics of people are watching you, and they're watching your Facebook, and they're watching your Instagram, and they're watching your movement, and they're watching what you're doing and who you're doing it with, and they're making an assessment of you. They're taking a snapshot, boom. And they're making a very quick assessment. And that assessment is, oh, she's doing something big. Oh, I noticed that she lost 100 pounds. Oh, I noticed he's partnering with some of the biggest people in the world. Oh, I noticed that dude is always doing something big, right? Part of being a person of interest is understanding that we are communicating with the world today through social media. The reason I do podcasts, the reason I do webinars, the reason I do partnerships, the reason I do live events like I'm doing in Phoenix, Arizona with Tim Story and Sharon Lecter and Doug Woods, and right, the reason I do these events is because what I'm doing is I'm sending a signal to the market. Coach Burt ain't playing. Coach Burt is going pro. And I know he's going pro, not by him telling me he's going pro, right, Amanda Williams, but by me watching him. And when I watch him, I see movement and circulation and partnership and new plays. And what people start to say is, man, I want to be involved in that. Some people go, I'm out on that. I don't want to do all that stuff they do, right? Then I got to ask you the question. You want to live an ordinary life or extraordinary? You want to be common or you want to be magical? You want to do it different, better, and magical, or you want to do it the same, right? Right? You want to do it the same, non-magical, right? I want to do things that are different, better, and magical, just like old Walt Disney did, right? I don't want to do things that are common, average, ordinary. So here's the deal. The third secret of being a person of interest is saying to the market, man, I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. And I'm going to let you into my life. And you're going to see how we move and circulate around the planet and what kind of partnerships we're doing. Now, here's what's going to happen. You're going to begin to get incoming demand. People are going to want you involved Okay? People are going to want you to be part of what they're doing. You're going to get invitations. I was getting invitations today to speak at things and be part of things and be on podcasts. And it's right, like we track in my office how many incoming things do we get? How many people want me to be part of something? How many people want me to show up for something? How many people want my expertise? How many people want me to be their coach? How many incoming demands? And I want so many incoming demands, we have to have a whole team of people just handling that one thing. Right? Like this weekend, we had 500, 600, 700 book orders come in this weekend. So we're trying to ship the books and get them out and get you on webinars and help you get to the next level. And that's a lot for a lot of people, right? But that's what we want. There's two problems in the world, okay? Either you have too much and you don't know what to do with it, or you don't have enough. Now, which problem would you like to have? There's two money problems. Either you have so much and you don't know what to do with it, or you don't have enough. Which problem would you like to have, folks? Okay, because you can't have both problems at the same time. When you pick up one end of the stick, you pick up the other end of the stick. So when you think about being a person of interest, you are the one that's signifying to the market, okay, that you're a person of interest. Why? Because you're moving, you're circulating, you're doing, you're partnering. Look at how many events I have. So I've had events that nobody showed up to, guys. One of the largest contracts I signed, $450,000 contract, 2 people showed up at. Two people showed up at that workshop, but I still did the workshop. So my point is, when you think about doing this, it's like, let's get an event on the schedule. Let's reach out to strategic partners. Let's pick up the phone and call everybody who's ever been interested. Let's run at something that we can get people back engaged. Let's do something. When in doubt, take an action. That's what people of interest do. They don't strategize for days and weeks and years. They don't think about it. They don't dream about it. They don't just sit and pray about it. They pray about it and then they take action on it. When in doubt, take an action. All day, every day. If you were with me, you would see me taking actions. I'm making decisions, killing something off. I'm moving forward. I'm calling folks. I'm trying to get people involved. I'm inviting people to things. I'm planning new events. And people tell me all the time, oh my gosh, you do so much, Coach. I wouldn't have it any other way, guys. I wouldn't have it any other way, because you need people coming in as many doors as you can. Everybody hear what I just said? I don't care what door people come in. I need them coming in the door. I need to market. The word marketing in public relations means good works, well publicized. Everybody hear that? Some of you are doing good works, but you're not well publicizing them. You're not letting people in to show them what you're doing. You're telling people about things, but you're not showing them. People of interest say, follow me. Turn the camera on and follow me. Just watch all the stuff we do in a day, and it will get people excited, okay? So those are 3 big secrets that I use to be a person of interest. First, I make a decision, what I want to be known for. #1 activator of Pray Drive in the world. Second, I get real clear in my beliefs, and I communicate those beliefs with a very high frequency. Third, I am in the business of doing good works and well publicizing those good works, meaning I need to become a marketing and promotion machine. Okay? Gone are the days, folks, where I tell Charlie, Charlie tells 2 people. We're living in a world now that if I tell Charlie, Charlie can tell 10,000 people, 500,000 people, right? You're doing too many good things, but you're not telling people. I know why you're not. It's like, man, I don't want to seem like I'm bragging. Good works, well publicized. Good deeds, taken to the market. Now, final piece I would tell you, and I want to thank you for sticking around because I got a special deal I want to offer everybody on here. If you ask me what started this journey for you of being a person of interest, 25 years old, I made a simple decision to write my first book. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't have a publisher. I didn't have an agent. I just said, man, I've been working for 10 years. I've baked a cake, and I believe I have a recipe that can help other people. That's how I started. My aunt helped me write the book. My aunt helped me write the book. I didn't even know what I was doing. We don't even sell that book today, by the way. because I don't think it was that good. But I started. The book got me speaking engagements. Speaking engagements got me in front of people. You don't need more money, folks. You need more people. Okay? Would you rather have $1 billion or 1 billion friends? When I made a simple decision to write a book, it started my person of interest cycle. I said, I have a message. I have a song to sing. And there are people who are dying to hear this song. I'm going to write my songs, and I'm going to sing my songs all over the world. And now 16 or 17 books later, if you ask me today what started the cycle for you of being a person of interest, it was writing that first book at 25 years old, because it forced me to get clear in my message. And it began opening doors of opportunity to me that I had never imagined in my life. Speaking turned into coaching. Coaching turned into working with some of the top people in the world. Working with some of the top people in the world opened my mind and eyes to new possibility, right? It changed my life, guys. It totally changed my life by writing that first book, okay? That started my person of interest journey. So if you've been watching today, I know a lot of you are in the Optavia family. I want to say thank you. I'm loving being on the program. Like I said, I've lost 30 to 40 pounds. I'm in the best shape of my life. I got more energy. I'm on a path to health and wellness like you can't imagine. I'm on fire, man. And during this period of COVID, I can't tell you, people have reached out to me from all over the world and said, man, you have found another gear. You are playing at such a freakish level. We want to play at that level. And so what I want to show you today, for all the people that are on here, I want to share my screen, because a lot of you have been asking, what can you do to get to really play at the highest levels? And what I would tell you is I'm going to share my screen, something special we're doing for the people who are on here. This is my coaching program called Monster Producer. It's where legendary creatures are made. Okay, and Eric White can post it over here in the private Facebook group. In the public Facebook group. But this is the coaching program that many of the Optavia people are in, many of the people in the world are in, and it's a simple decision, man, a decision to go pro. And what I do in Monster Producer is I have a call every Monday. That's me coaching. You don't sign up for Coach Burt and get Coach Kurt. Okay? You get me. I still do the coaching. Every Monday at 4:30, I do a call with my entire group. We record that call. If you miss it, you get to go back and watch it. We put all of everything back in one place, one location. I give you 2 years worth of content that I do live. I do more content, I would tell you, than anybody on planet Earth. I put more coaching content out than anybody. Okay, and I take pride in that. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I do a short rhythm, which is a short coaching session in the private Facebook group. Every month, I do 2 live, long-form versions that you get access to watch live, on-demand replays, a ton of courses that we do. This is my #1 coaching program that has over 450 people in that. Now, what we're doing for all the people that join me that want to be people of interest, to work on your explanation of service, to work on your lead generation for your new people, to work on your follow-up, to work on how you get referrals, to work on person of interest. What we're doing for all the people who are on this webinar with me and on Facebook, this program is typically $47.88 per year, $4,788. We're giving it to you. We're giving you all these things if you're on this webinar with me today for $997. And if you want to add a boot camp, my Flip the Switch 2-day boot camp, then it's $14.97. So what we're going to do is we're basically giving you $5,000 worth of coaching for a full year with me being your coach. Okay? I'm your coach. I'm coaching you through all of these concepts every Monday, every Tuesday, Thursday, live sessions, replays. Man, it's really, really a ridiculous amount of coaching. And some of the top Optavia people in the world are in this. We're getting more every single day because I believe that this is something that you need. You need business coaching. You need to marry your business coaching with your Optavia coaching. You need to understand how to be people of interest. You need to, right? So basically what we're doing is we're going to post this link in here for anybody that would like to take action on this today. This is only for the people who are on the webinar. If you went to my website today, this link is not even up there. Okay, it's not even available to people. So when you're thinking about this, link that I'm sharing with you today, it's only for the people who are on this call today. Okay, because it's special for the people who bought my book this weekend. We had so many orders, and I posted it in there. Jenica Drake started this week, said she's already showed up differently. So there's the link. The link gets you 1 year of coaching, so I'm clear. Okay, if you want to take a monthly payment, Eric White can help you. Email eric@coachburt.com. If you need to put it into some type of payment plan, I'm certainly open to that. Okay, that is a good price, Peter O'Neill. Okay, this is a $5,000 coaching package you're getting for $997. And if you want to join me for 2 days at my lodge, I have a 8,000 square foot lodge. Doug Wood and I have done events there. I'm doing events there. If you want to add the Flip the Switch Boot Camp, which is a 2-day event with me, then I really want to encourage you to take advantage of that. You spend 2 days with me at my lodge in Tennessee on activation of Pray Drive. And many of you are coaches, and I will show you the 5 ingredients, the 5 activators I use to activate the Pray Drive and people around the world. So this is, I'm a coach, coaching coaches, helping you to do this. So if you're on here today, I want to challenge you, man. If you think what we did on Saturday with Doug's team was good, if you think what I did with Susie Hyman's team was good, both Doug and Susie have been in some of my coaching programs. Doug, I've worked with personally. Doug Wood. Susie Hyman is coming to my publishing event in November, and I've done things for her group. So we're getting more and more involved with the Optavia family and people that are out there in the world. So if you're interested, I don't want to challenge you. For less than $1,000, you can get a year's worth of coaching with me. And you're getting me every Monday. You're getting me every Tuesday, Thursday. You're getting me in the live sessions. One of my biggest challenges I have with lots of coaching programs is you sign up for the main person and you don't get the main person, right? You get somebody else. And I always joke and say, you don't sign up for Coach Burt, get Coach Kurt. You get Coach Burt. The dates for the retreat, Carrie, are October 30th and 31st. We do that boot camp 4 times per year. So if you can't come in October, we give you options for other boot camps or 2021 that you can come to the boot camp and go to. But that won't be a problem because we have so many boot camps that you can come to. So if you're out there and you're thinking about it, here's what I would tell you. I want to help you make a simple decision. I want you to decide to go pro. And once you decide to go pro, you kill off fear. There's no way you can't reproduce the 997. So let's just take that off the table, right? We're going to make that money back in multiples, right? In multiples, we're going to make that money back over and over and over and over and over and over again. You're not investing in Coach Burt. You're investing in you, okay? So today's webinar gave you a small taste of what kind of coaching you're going to get. Imagine getting me every single Monday in your life. Imagine having short burst every Tuesday, Thursday. Imagine 2 days with me at the lodge in Tennessee with me breaking this concept down on my book, Flip the Switch, which is coming out next year, being all the books, airports, bookstores. Imagine having me in your corner, helping you grow whatever business you got going on. Imagine every week, boom, us helping you, okay? So if you're out there, Jenica Drake took action on this offer this weekend, so I'm proud of her. She's an Optavia person. How long can we enroll for? If you will work with Carrie, work with Eric White, eric@coachburt.com. He will work with you when you get your Optavia paycheck in or when you get your money in. We want 1,000 people in the coaching program, guys. Okay, we want as many people as we can get in this program because the community gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And everything I do is body, mind, heart, spirit. Remember this. Thank you, Pete O'Neill. Remember this. When you're trying to help people go pro, success in one role does not justify failure in another role. Okay? Just because you got one role of your life working doesn't mean you can be a failure in other roles of your life. So what we're trying to do is help people go pro. Body, mind, heart, spirit. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. All 4 parts of your nature clicking on every cylinder. And I'll close it off with this. Because some of you are out there thinking, man, I can't do this. This is hard. This is a lot. Some of the people I'm coaching are investing as much as $100,000, to $300,000 from me being their coach. And the only way they would do that would be because they know that investment helps them make millions of dollars, right? And I called a person this morning and I said, I want to ask you one simple question. Do you think your life will advance faster with me in your corner or with me not in your corner? Because I think the pure energy and force of what we bring every week is going to take you to levels you don't even know yet. A good coach takes you to a place that you don't even know you want to go to. Okay? I can tell you, my wife will give you stories of where she was and where she is today, and it's through partnership. It's by being coached and mentored. It's by being involved in programs. It's by investing. That's, at the end of the day, we've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in ourselves in coaching. So we believe everybody needs a coach in life. So last chance to get in. If you need to email or talk to me or Eric White, eric@coachburt.com. He can help you. He is in the Optavia family. We have an Optavia family ourselves, but we are offering business coaching for you to help grow your business out there. We're offering it to you at $997. It's typically $5,000 a year, and this is an offer that I think you really need to consider. Now, it won't be available long. Like I said, this is not even out in the public. It's not out there for anybody else. It's only for the people who purchased my book this weekend that we offered this free webinar to. And I told Doug and Susie that I want to do something special for the Optavia folks, and this is my way of helping you advance your business. So take action on the link. Okay, I'm going to post it one more time. If you're out there, you guys have been absolutely incredible. I'm going to jump on a plane to Miami and help some folks in Miami and Jupiter, Florida. And if I ever get to see you out there in the world somewhere, man, I'm telling you, I'd love to meet you, shake your hand, tell you I'm proud of you, and just tell you that you're doing big things in the world, right? Ultimately, why we want to be people of interest is because of the number of people we can help. Maxwell said it best. Once you taste significance, success will never satisfy you. Once you taste significance, success will never do the trick for you anymore, guys. So thank you. God bless you. Let's have a great day. Take advantage of the offer. Eric@coachburt.com if you want to talk to me or talk to Eric. We'd love to have you in. I'd love to be your coach. And God bless you. You guys have an incredible day.